on North Korea from both North Korea and the United States.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have stopped. No, I mean, what's important to remember is that the Council has stood united and took and adopted 2 resolutions in a very short time. I think focus now should be on implementing those 2 resolutions in a comprehensive and an effective way. And let me again here underline the importance of dialogue. There is no way that we will get dialogue will be key to both ease tensions, but also to find the path forward towards a peaceful resolution. That would be my only comments to that. But actually, I stopped here to speak about famine because I want to draw your attention to the fact that this morning we are adopting a PRST on famine in Yemen, South Sudan, Somalia, and northeast Nigeria. Sweden took this initiative because we feel that more needs to be done to save their lives, to stop the risk of 20 million people dying, including many children. These 4 contexts are very different, but they have one thing in common. They are all affected by conflict. They are man-made. And also humanitarian access is hampered by the ongoing conflict. So there is a clear role for the Security Council to play. And we're now looking forward to the Secretary General to come back to the Council with concrete recommendations on what more we can do to try to avert this humanitarian catastrophe.
Mr. Monson, you just talked about dialogue.
Yes.
Does what President Trump said yesterday improve the chances of bringing North Korea and others back into a dialogue on their nuclear program?
As I said, I think what's important now is to focus on implementing the resolution. The resolution is comprehensive. It's not only about sanctions to put pressure on the North Koreans. It's also about the importance of dialogue, and also there are humanitarian aspects as well to relate to. So focus now should be to implement this resolution comprehensively and effectively. And again, as Sweden, we always underline dialogue as the way to ease tensions, but also to really find a way forward to a lasting solution.
On a different issue, the Canadian-Korean citizen that was released from North Korea yesterday, did Sweden have anything to do? Did it play any mediation role? And do you think this is a way for the North Koreans to show that there's some kind of leniency? He was sentenced by a...
Sweden is the protecting state of US, Canada, and Australia in Pyongyang, but I can't comment on that consular matter.
On Cameroon, can I ask you a question? Yesterday, the Deputy Secretary General met with the delegation from Cameroon about the problem in the Anglophone area and said the UN is offering help. I know that you were there on the trip there. Do you think the UN should do more on that issue?
I have no information on these latest talks, but I will update myself, and then I could get back to you next time.
What is the timeline to start applying the plans towards solving the famine in those 4 countries?
I mean, we are now calling for urgent action. There is one element, of course, that is funding. The funding appeals for all these 4 contexts are heavily underfunded. Sweden took the initiative together with Switzerland to launch this appeal or this high-level pledging meeting in Geneva in March to try to seek more attention and also more funding to Yemen in particular. But while commitments were made, very little money is coming through. And so we need to, on one hand, put pressure on donors to do more in order to ensure that the humanitarians have the resources they need to address this situation. But on the other hand as well, money can only do so much. If there is no humanitarian access, people will not be reached by this help. And so I think we need both. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.